I want to read something from my book, Last Rites, which has been out now several years. And of course, I'm making tons of money on it. That's a joke. It's that message in a bottle thrown in a very vast ocean, and it hasn't washed up on any shore as far as I know. But sometimes I go back and read my own essay and say, damn, that was very insightful. But I guess self-praise is sort of like self-criticism. It serves no useful purpose. So I have an affection for Braddock. I've read a lot about the steel industry early days, the robber barons, Andrew Carnegie, the founder, the philanthropist. Did I say that right? Carnegie Mellon and all the libraries, and of course all the terrible things he did to the environment as well as the people by way of lack of safety standards and poor wages and all that stuff. But anyway, I've gone back to Braddock, and so I'm going to read this essay, if I can get the book in the right place. This is called Braddock, and I'll have to be looking down because I don't have it memorized more at all. Several years ago, Braddock, Pennsylvania, was the poster child of the new urban decay, a window into the economic upheaval brought on by the first loss of steelmaking in the 1980s, and then the outsourcing of manufacturing jobs that dealt the final death blow to outsourcing of manufacturing jobs that dealt the final death blow to the descendants of Eastern European immigrants who first settled the Monongahela Valley in the 1870s and found good laboring jobs. Braddock was to be the test case for urban renewal and rebirth. The young Harvard graduate mayor, John Fetterman, became a magnet for the media and photographers, parking their rental cars in safe places. At the same time, they photographed the blight, the graffiti, the dark factories, and the boarded-up restaurants and shops. America was briefly interested, but they weren't there long enough to notice the beautiful buildings, the first Carnegie Library, the bank building, the churches, all in disrepair, and some hiding behind boarded-up doorways. When they got back into their cars and drove to the airport, and when UPMC closed the Braddock Hospital in 2010, the 2,000 residents of this town, a mere 1/10 of its former population, were left to struggle and try to find a footing without the glare of the media spotlight. Today, the town's Victory Garden, a kind of urban greenery, is not as tidy as it appeared in the first photographs sent out, but there is hope. Some new housing, not a lot, is under construction. There are signs that the remaining commerce has dug in for the long haul, hoping to survive until some unidentified better time arrives. The ultimate fate of Braddock hangs in the balance. If there is any economic vitality in the region, and there is plenty in Pittsburgh, it's not beating a path to Braddock. It's too far from the city, and its resemblance to a war zone threatens the crossings of its border by the tentacles of urban gentrification. Well, that's a mouthful. Braddock is down on gunnery. Say that again. Braddock is down on a gurney. The doctors have pulled back, and its proud citizens' gritty determination keeps it alive. My hometown, Elizabeth, only a few miles up the river, is also on a gurney. I wish them well. Our land of prosperity was built on the backs of these immigrants, and they deserve a hand if only one can be found.